Imagine spending nearly 30 years in the jungle, fighting a war that had already ended. This is the true story of Hiro Onoda, the Japanese soldier who refused to surrender because he didn't know the war was over, or rather, he didn't believe it. In 1944, during the final stages of World War II, 22-year-old intelligence officer Hiro Onoda was sent to Lubang Island in the Philippines. His mission: carry out guerrilla warfare, disrupt enemy forces, and above all, never surrender. Those were his exact orders, and he took them literally. As Japan neared defeat in 1945, the war officially ended, but Onoda, hiding in the dense jungle, dismissed the news as enemy propaganda. Leaflets were dropped, newspapers were left behind, and even loudspeakers were used to announce Japan's surrender. But he didn't trust any of it. To him, it was a trick. The war hadn't ended, not until somebody he trusted told him so. For years, he survived off bananas, coconuts, and even stolen rice. He and a few other soldiers conducted raids, hid in caves, and they skirmished with a lot of the locals, believing that they were only doing their duty. Over time, one surrendered, another got killed, and Onoda was the only one left by 1972, still in uniform, carrying his rifle, still waiting. For 29 years, Hiro Onoda lived in the jungle, convinced the war had continued. He fixed his clothes with bark, cleaned his rifle regularly, and stayed out of sight. Even tourists and reporters who spotted him were seen as enemy operatives. In his mind, the mission wasn't over. Then, in 1974, a Japanese traveler named Norio Suzuki was sent on a strange personal quest. He said he was looking for Lieutenant Onoda, but he was also looking for a panda and an abominable snowman. Incredibly, he only found Onoda in just 4 days. But even then, Onoda wouldn't surrender unless his commanding officer personally ordered him to do so. So Suzuki returned to Japan and found Major Yoshimi Taniguchi, Onoda's former commander, now retired and working in a bookstore. Taniguchi flew to Lubang Island and, standing face to face with his lost soldier, gave him a direct order to stand down. Only then did Onoda accept that the war was over. On the 9th of March 1974, Hiro Onoda officially surrendered, still in uniform, rifle still operational. He spent 29 years in the jungle, believing he was serving his country. Back home in Japan, he was welcomed as both a hero and a curiosity. Some admired his loyalty. Others questioned the years of unnecessary violence on the island. Struggling to adapt to post-war life, Onoda eventually moved to Brazil, where he lived quietly on a ranch. Hiro Onoda passed away in 2014 at the age of 91. His story remains as one of the most extraordinary examples of survival, discipline, and belief. No matter how misdirected, to the very end, he followed his orders. If you found this story interesting, please like the video and subscribe for more history-related content from around the world. Thank you.